What's happening, guys? I'm Paul Sharp Coaching. I help people transform themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's something I love to do. Look, let's talk about making changes. If what you're doing is working, so let's say you're a fighter and you compete in MMA. If what you're doing is working and the evidence is there because you'll have a winning record, you're starting to get the attention of bigger and bigger shows. You're starting to get the call up, right? Like, hey, we want you to come fight in this regional show. And now we want you to fight in this national show. And then now we want you to fight in this international show. Then man, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Don't change anything. Do more of what's working. But if that's not happening and you're losing, and you've lost your last however many fights, you're on a losing streak, maybe it's time to examine some things. Maybe it's time to go look, what am I not doing that others that are winning are doing, right? It's time to swallow that pride, take that ego out and throw it away and say, look, let me go look at some of these other fighters. Let me look at the people that are beating me. How are they beating me? What are they doing that's making them better than me? What are these fighters that are getting on these bigger shows? What are they doing that I'm not doing to attract the attention, to get in front of eyes, to get people to look at them, to say my name in spaces where the right people hear my name and put me on these shows? What am I not doing? Let me do that. It seems simple, right? We see it on a regular basis. You see fighters that have great potential, and you see people try to guide them, try to help them, try to push them in the right direction, and they refuse and they never make it. They never get past like that local hometown guy, right? That everybody knows, man, that dude was a great fighter. He could have gone somewhere. He could have done things, but he just couldn't get out of his own way. Now, how many times do we do that in our everyday life? How many times do we do that in our own training and growth and development? How many times do we get in our own way when we know I should be doing this, I should be working on that? Or maybe we go to a class and we discover, oh man, I'm not so good at this task or this skill. I should probably design a practice program around developing that skill because now I see I have a weakness. Or say we go to a shooting competition, and at the shooting competition, we shoot one of the standards, the USPSA standards, which involves 2 rounds on 3 targets with both hands on the gun, 2 rounds on 3 targets with strong hand only, and then 2 rounds on each of 3 targets, support hand only. And we realize, oh man, my ability to shoot with one hand, not so great. What should we do? Should we double down on what we're already good at? Or should we go, let me design a program for the next 6 weeks where I am going to do all of my shooting, all of my dry fire, one hand only. Either my right hand only or my left hand only. I'll do a 50-50 split between the hands, and I'm going to nail this. I'm going to get as good as possible at this in the next 6 weeks, and then I'm going to shoot that stage again and compare times. And let's see how it comes out. Like, do I shoot all alphas in a certain amount of time that's even faster, so I'm more accurate and I'm faster? Man, that's what I needed to do, right? But how many of us do not do that? How many times have I known that I need to make a change? There's some adjustments I need to make in my game. Spend time figuring out what your weaknesses are and killing those things off. Don't get sucked into that trap of, I like this, so I'm good at it, so I'm going to do more of it. But look for the things you're not good at and nail that. Nail it. Do not have a weakness. If you're already doing something really well, keep doing that. Spend time looking for those places that can be improved. Put yourself in spaces where your weaknesses will be exposed, so then you can design a practice plan around creating strengths out of your weak points, out of eliminating weakness, so that should the day come, Murphy's going to try to take you to that weak area and they're not going to find it because you won't have any weaknesses. All right, my friends, let's get training. I'll see you on the next one.